Hello and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the EDC15 from Lumintop. This is a AA/14500 battery powered light. It features an OSRAM GW Persra 1.PM LED inside of it. It has reverse polarity protection. It's a turn switch based light. Size is going to be 66 millimeters by 18.5 millimeters. Weight's going to be 12 grams excluding the battery. The waterproof rating is going to be IP68, as well as the impact rating of about 1.5 meters. There are several different run times. The run times we're going to be going over are the 14500 lithium-ion battery-powered run times. On low, it's going to be 8 lumens for around 50 hours. On medium, it's going to be about 130 lumens for about 4 hours and 10 minutes. High is going to be about 450 lumens for about 58 minutes. And then there's turbo, which is 760 lumens for about 5 minutes or so. Then it drops down to a lower lumen output for about an hour and 5 minutes. There's also a strobe mode, features a 450 lumen output. Here on the table we have the box for the Lumintop EDC15, the manual, the light itself, the key ring and the key clip, and this really handy glow-in-the-dark diffuser for the top of the light here. And we also have the bag with the O-rings inside of it. Here we can see a closer look of the light. We have the honeycomb TRR optic in the front here with the OSRAM LED inside of it. The bottom is flat and does have a portion for the keychain holder to have the keychain ring inside of it and the clip that comes with it. It's got a nice sturdy retention point on this clip here. So that's a nice little addition they sent with the box. Let's open it up and take a look inside real quick. We have the Lumintop EDC15 logo and the branding on the front there, and on the side we have our serial number. So here we can see an O-ring and the threads that they appear to be not square cut but typical threads you see on a AA light. So we have a 14500 battery here. This is the head unit, and the contact points are pretty good. You can use what appears to be a flat top contact point with it or a button top based on that center rising point. This is the inside with just the basic spring inside. Let's drop this back in and go ahead and power it up. So this does include memory mode as well, so it will remember the mode that you last left it on. So we're in low mode right now, and if we turn it off and we wait 6 seconds or so, usually these UIs take a few seconds to load up the memory into the UI, and then when we turn it back on, it is in low mode. Now if we do that quickly, it'll change modes. So it's a turn switch base, so low, medium, high, and then turbo, and then off. To access the strobe mode, you have to do that 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the next one is the strobe mode. So 7 times, technically speaking. And I don't think it remembers the strobe mode, but probably the next in the lineup. So it goes low, medium, high, and turbo in the light sequence here. So this is what turbo looks like, pretty bright. Let's bring it down to medium so we can kind of see the profile a little bit. We'll do a measurement in a little bit, but it's nice diffuse beam. The honeycomb TR reflective optic is a nice addition to this AA light. I like the fact that it does use 14500 and or a AA battery, which makes this a versatile type of light to have in an EDC pack or an emergency situation. The body is kind of nice in that it doesn't have this aggressive knurling on the body itself, so it might be a little slippery to grab, but the head unit you can turn and twist with one-hand operation. So that's kind of important for a light like this, since you can't necessarily tail click it, switch it. So it does tail stand, and you can most certainly use this as a light lamp with the diffuser on it. So get the diffuser on here, and you can kind of see how practical that is right away. I'm going to go ahead and get some beam shots and some measurements of this light with the 14500 battery inside of it. Okay, we're back shooting an Aperture 7.1. White balance is 5000, ISO is 2500, 24 frames per second on a Panasonic GH2 14-42mm lens. And we have our Oppo Lightmaster Pro on the table here, and my phone measuring the Lux, CCT, and the COI rating. Lux on the low right now, we're about 1.5 feet above the table. almost directly into the sensor at about 82 lux, 56K on the temperature rating, so a little bit on the bluer side, and about 65, so pretty low on the color rendering index. Let's go to medium mode. Medium mode would jump up to about 1900 lux, 22,000 lux or so, and about same CCT and same CRI rating. And we can see the bang pattern here is nice, diffused, and a slight hotspot in the center here. Let's go to high mode, and high mode would jump up to about 7800 lux or 8000 lux or so, about the same CCT and same CRI rating. Let's go to turbo mode, and turbo mode we get about 1200 lux or 12,000 lux rather, and same CCT and same CRI rating. So you get a nice beam pattern right here. As you can see, it's nice and diffused, very good for close-up work. And back to low. This does get a little bit hot in the head here when it's on turbo mode, but I suspect that it'll throttle back down. So that is the measurement for the Lumintop EDC15. We'll take these off the table so you can see the beam profile by itself. Once again, this is in low mode. It's nice diffused beam pattern here, and the center and edges, it's all smooth with the honeycomb reflective optics, so you get a nice diffused beam going out, and that kind of washes out the camera. So put it back on low. You can see it best on low here. There's no artifacts, no weird chroma lines or anything like that. So it's a good beam and a good optic for close-up work. Overall, I do like the EDC15. It's a decent size. It has a nice texture, a nice body, and it has good spacing of the modes on the 14500 battery option. I like the fact that it takes two types of battery types, a AA form factor and a 14500 factor, so you can take out the 14500, charge it up, and use a AA alkaline or nickel metal hydride battery in here while you're charging your lithium ion. So you can have light almost indefinitely while you rotate out your batteries and charging in an emergency situation. The honeycomb reflector on the top here is a nice addition for a good beam profile for up close tasks and work. It's not a thrower light, it's more of a floody light, which is perfect for its intended use as an EDC light. I do like that it does come with this keychain clip and ring. That makes it convenient to carry on your keychains, or even put it into a pouch onto the key fob in a pouch, like one of the Max Editions or VanQuest pouches that I have. It does come with this nice diffuser, which is excellent. It's one of the best values, in my opinion, for a Lumintop light. I'm glad that they generally provide a diffuser beam, and it's a silicone-based one, and it glows in the dark too, which is excellent for using as a non-battery operated light source. Some suggestions for improvement, I would say, is I would prefer a tail clicky switch, and that's more of a preference. But I'm not a turn-based switch head person, as I find that carrying these types of lights in my pocket tends to go on, because there's a lot of surface area here to accidentally activate the light. I do like the fact, though, that it's able to be used one-handed, so that is an important thing. If you only have one hand to use this with, you can still turn the head. It's got enough knurling on it and texture to do that. It can be a little bit slippery on the main body, but overall, if you grip the head and the body at the same time, it won't be too much of an issue. I also wish that they did include another option for a warmer type of LED and a higher CRI type of LED. The H5 LEDs are good, but they don't offer high CRI options above 95 or so, and a 4000 temperature rated LED instead of a obviously cooler type of LED, about 5500 temperature rated that we measured before. Overall, though, I do recommend this for anybody who's into hiking, into EDC tools and gadgets, emergency use, and yes, even in some cases as a primary lighting element, only because it can use two types of battery types in here, and you get the benefit of modular battery systems with this light. That being said, I would probably carry this one in a pouch personally, not in my pocket. And I want to also thank Jody from Killzoneflashlights for sending this out. I'm an affiliate with Killzoneflashlights. I do have a coupon code you can use at the website there for most items. You'll save about 5%, and I'll get a 5% commission. The coupon code is the Fossil Channel 23, all one word. You don't have to worry about uppercase or lowercase. And you can find lights like this on that website. So once again, thank you to Jody at Killzoneflashlights for sending this out for review. And that's all I have to say about the Lumintop EDC15. Thank you for watching, guys, and enjoy your day.